Do you remember when and where you first learned to use chopsticks? What if I told you some Americans learned at McDonald's? In some other dimension, Shanghai McNuggets were a runaway hit. They were beloved and praised as the reason so many Americans are proficient with chopsticks. But wait, what exactly are Shanghai McNuggets? We will find out in today's episode. Hi, my name is Christy and this is the American Chinese Food Show. With Chicken McNuggets Shanghai, you have everything you need to taste the Orient in a 9 or 20 piece box. Like 3 authentic Oriental sauces, Cantonese sweet and sour, teriyaki, and hot mustard. You get chopsticks and a McFortune cookie too. I don't even know where to start. We were just looking for another way to have some fun with McNuggets, a spokesperson said. And you know, Shanghai was hot at the time, even Sean Penn and Madonna were there. Cue all kinds of stereotypes from the United States, Canada, all the way to Australia and Germany. As an employee at the time, I remember them making us wear the conical Asian hats, which even then I thought was in extremely poor taste. Conical Asian hats? Yes, like those worn by rice farmers. Oh, how we laughed at the styrofoam coolie hats the register crew had to wear. I feel like they also got a special Chinese pullover, but I could be misremembering that. No, you're not misremembering. They were kimonos. Stores were decorated with paper dragons and lanterns while the crew wore kimonos and straw coolie hats. McDonald's invested $20 million in this promotion, packaging McNuggets in a new black and red boxes with Asian sauces, alongside chopsticks and a fortune cookie in a goodie bag. Fun fact, different countries had different dipping sauces. Australia got satay,
black bean, and Shanghai sweet and sour,
while Germany got
soya, kung fu, curry,
soy, kung fu, curry, and sweet and sour. McDonald's hired 7 Chicago fortune cookie factories such as the Noodles of China Bakery to make a total of 40 million cookies with special Shanghai McFortunes. These are some of the fortunes. All the world's a stage. Right now, it's intermission. It is better to have loved a short person than never to have loved at all. And even cheesier, true McHappiness is within your grasp. Have patience, the year holds a great McPromise. One ad says, he who eats chicken McNuggets Shanghai should learn how to use chopsticks. So 40 million pairs of chopsticks were distributed with McNuggets Shanghai. If laid end to end, McDonald's claimed they would stretch to 12,000 miles between San Francisco and Shanghai. I remember this promotion very vividly. The paper tray liner had instructions for how to hold and use chopsticks. So this is the tray liner. 1. Hold bottom chopstick like a pencil. 2. Rest index finger over top chopstick and use it to create a scissor-like movement of chopsticks. 3. Slowly lift chicken McNuggets from box and carefully lower it into selected sauce. 4. Raise McNuggets to your mouth. 5. If at first you don't succeed, repeat steps 1 through 4. Or the alternate approach is to use the chopstick like a skewer, like this. The instructions are as good as the ones on disposable chopstick wrappers. I was working at McDonald's in 1986 when this campaign started. Eating these on my breaks was how I learned to use chopsticks properly. To this day, when I tell people I learned to use chopsticks working at McDonald's, they think I'm bullshitting them. But it's true. 40 million boxes of McNuggets were sold. My extremely scientific estimate is that maybe like 1 million or 2 Americans try using chopsticks, many of them for the first time. It's easy to see how offensive this promotion was to some. The primetime ads didn't just poke fun at Americans with chopsticks, but also Chinese. The first commercials were actually tested in Germany before launching nationwide in the United States, and they were by far the worst. It was so bad that even SNL made fun of it with its McSushi ad. The Asian American Lawyers Association of Massachusetts demanded a formal apology from McDonald's for its insensitive commercials. The Japanese Canadian Citizens Association also called for the commercials to be pulled from the air. McDonald's responded saying Shanghai McNuggets are intended to highlight the many fine things of Asian culture, such as the food. Asian was not the first culture McNuggets used in the name of marketing, though. After their national launch in 1983, McDonald's introduced new dipping sauces like hot jalapeno and Louisiana style the following year. Then there's the McNuggets Fiesta.
3 new sauces: green chili salsa with jalapeno peppers, spicy; mild salsa with chunks of tomato and onions; mesquite barbecue, and they're giving away real south of the border coins. I'll collect them.
Instead of chopsticks and fortune cookies, patrons got a real Latin American coin. It doesn't surprise me McDonald's tried to squeeze everything it could from its golden goose. McDonald's was actually in crisis mode before the birth of McNuggets. The fast food industry was coming off 2 years of declining sales in the early 1980s. Baby boomers were spending less on fast food because they wanted more variety. Founder Ray Kroc recruited executive chef Rene Arend, a classically trained French chef born in Luxembourg, of Chicago's Whitehall Club that he frequented, to come up with new products. Arend experimented with a few chicken-based items like pot pie, bone-in, fried chicken, and ended up with McNuggets after a year-long development. There were 4 McNugget sauces available on day 1: barbecue, sweet and sour, honey, and mustard. Arend said, "Sauces are my strong point. I came from Europe where, the sauce is everything. The sauces are made from natural products. There is a lot of tomato puree in the barbecue. The sweet sour contains apricot peach concentrate. The mustard is made with mayo mustard combination. It's not a hot mustard sauce like the one often served with Chinese egg rolls." At least the sweet and sour sauce for McNuggets Shanghai seems somewhat authentic, made with corn syrup, rice vinegar, tomato paste, pineapple, and more. It bears resemblance to how Cantonese chefs prepare theirs. While often with hawthorn or salted plums in the traditional way, ketchup and pineapple juice are popularly used as replacement. Anyway, thanks to McNuggets, after its launch, McDonald's became the second largest seller of chicken at retail, ranking only after KFC. Rene Arend claimed they have succeeded in diversifying fast food by serving different sauces with it. He wasn't wrong. McDonald's continued to drop new McNugget sauces all the time. The famous Sichuan sauce when Disney's Mulan came out that caused riots almost 20 years later. I might have to do an episode on that. McDonald's Hong Kong had equally offensive commercials for the Arabic sauce and Mexican sauce in the 90s. The latest sauces are fermented bean curd, egg yolk sauce, lobster butter, onion and sour cream, and truffle cheese. Criticize McDonald's all you want, but interestingly for many Chinese, it was often the first point of contact to the West. It was cheap, you can sit for hours, and your kids or grandkids can play at the playground for free. New immigrants who speak little or no English went to McDonald's without fear of not knowing how to place an order. Even my grandfather took me and my cousins to McDonald's for Western breakfast when we were kids. Just kinda like how McNuggets Shanghai was the gateway to Chopsticks for Americans. That's it for today's episode. If you like our content, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.